I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you...
Hello, Pipers. It's good to be with you. Ordinary Piper Justin coming to you from the Colorado room. It is finally cold enough to be in front of the fire. I've got my whoopee on, my favorite little outfit, and enjoying a wonderful pipe. And today, in my pipe, something brand new to me. That says Ennerdale. It's backwards in the camera, but Ennerdale. Aromatic pipe tobacco by Gawith and Hoggarth. And this is fantastic. I've never had a Lakeland Essen blend, and that Lakeland taste is new to me, but it's a fantastic smoke. If you've never had it, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Let me tell you a little bit about what's in it. So, I'll get my glasses on to do that. Ennerdale, Virginia's burley and sun-cured tobaccos with the flavor of almond, vanilla, and fruit. And right off the bat, that almond definitely comes through. You either like that or you don't like it, but it's really nice, almost like an almond milk, creamy texture. But there's a lot more there. I want to describe it. But first, I want to crack open this tin. It's got that wonderful card on the inside as all of these square or rectangular shaped tins from Gawith and Hoggarth do. I love it. They put a lot of art and creativity into the inside of these. And as you pull out this card, underneath it, you have a beautiful, I guess this would be like a broken flake. But just look at that. Look at the beauty of that. It's gorgeous. You've got these amazing, huge flakes that are inside there. Let me get one of these and show it to you. Just look at that. That's unbelievable. And inside of it, you've got this beautiful mix of colors, this beautiful texture that's there. The moisture out of the tin is just right. And the smell is like nothing I've ever smelled before in a tin. And I've had a lot of different aromatics, but this is in a class completely of its own. Let's see what I can pull out for you. Okay, first of all, this is the Lakeland. It is like an incense. It is like if you've ever been to an Orthodox Christian church, particularly in the Greek tradition, and they've used a floral, rose, frankincense mix, that incense, it is strong that way. But as you get into it, you also begin to smell a little bit of vanilla. You can really smell a sweetness that's there. Every now and again, if you smell it and you kind of put aside the fragrant, floral, perfumey, incensey kind of smell, underneath that is almost like, don't take this the wrong way, but it's like a sweet gummy bear. And that doesn't do it justice, but there's some kind of a saccharine taste to it, or smell to it that's there, it's present. Yeah, underneath it is this very complex aromatic. It's not anything like, if you've had like some kind of cherry aromatic and there's a very singular cherry vanilla kind of singular, smell that's coming through. This is actually really complex with layer over layer over layer. But dominant through all of it is that incensey quality, that, Greek incense that you would smell if you were traveling in Greece. But it's it's not smoky like that. There, with that kind of incense, you also have like a charcoaly, smoky smell to it. Doesn't have any of that. It's kind of like a Pinot Noir. Like it's not a deep Cabernet that's got like deep, rich flavors to it that are wide on the palate. This is a little lighter. It's a little more shallow, but it's complex. There's a lot of fruit. There's a lot there to be taken in, just in the tin note. So I'm going to get into this a little bit, and I'm going to smoke it for 4 or 5 minutes and come back to you and see if I can tell you what I can pick up from it. All right. I'm about halfway through the bowl. By the way, smoking tonight in my Briarworks poker. Great stack on it, great pipe. Got this down in Bentonville, Arkansas. You can go and see my video on that from about 6 months ago, but just a great pipe, Midnight Black, classic Briarworks. But this is a very interesting smoke. All right. Coming through is definitely that nutty. I mean, almost like a burley. And I think that with the Virginia and the burley, while I do taste the grassy, and not so much hay, but the kind of grassy Virginia taste, the burley is really nutty. I mean, obviously it's got a topping because it's very almond forward, not just like a straight burley or a red burley or something. You've got, but this is definitely kind of nutty when it comes forward. And then I do still pick up that incense, but it's not the same. In this case, the incense is actually more subtle. But with the incense, there's also a spice. If you've ever had a spice, I'm not talking about like a taco spice or some kind of pepper where you can really taste a cracked corn pepper spice, but there's like a spice on the tongue that's kind of left over. I saw another video of another piper who talked about just there being not a tongue bite, but a leftover spiciness, but it was not a pepper spice or a hot sauce type of spice, but just I don't know how to describe it, just a spiciness on the tongue. That was Hobbiton Piper, actually, that had a whole video on that. I taste the vanilla, but it's very subtle. For me, it's much more floral and almond with a little bit of fruit underneath it. And it's got that hay from that kind of light Virginia that's in there, and then kind of that sun-cured Virginia hay that kind of makes its way around your tongue as you're tasting kind of the dominant note, which is that almond and that floral taste that goes with it. So this is my first attempt at Lakeland. I'm probably not describing it well. I've never had another Lakeland blend. There are a couple of that have been recommended to me in one of the forums that I'm in. But I will look forward to finishing this, smoking this down. This is not an all-day smoke for me. Not that I smoke all day, but if I did, this would not be what I had all day. This is an aperitif. Like this is a sweet wine after dinner. This is something that you're gonna want at a particular time, and definitely in a particular pipe. I kind of smoke Virginias in this pipe. And so I thought I'd use it. I don't really do aromatics in this one, but I didn't want to use my aromatic pipe because the couple of pipes that I have designated for aromatics are definitely ghosted with, Colt Blood Red Moon and, other really strong aromatics. And I wanted to really taste this. So, Ennerdale. Those are my thoughts. And maybe you'll pick up a 10. I got this on smokingpipes.com, and I like it. This is my second bowl of the day. Had one earlier today. And it's consistent. Like what I picked up this morning is what I'm picking up this evening. And sometimes the weather can change how you perceive a particular tobacco. It was warmer earlier, now it's kind of colder. It's getting into the low 50s, 40s, upper 40s, and I enjoy this. This is good. I don't think, by the way, that this is going to be something I'm going to smoke through the winter. I think this is, it feels a little more spring. Maybe this fall transition it's not bad for, when it's kind of still warm in the day and kind of getting cooler at night. But I don't know. Once it gets a little bit colder, I'm deep into the Latakia. I'm into the Englishes. I'm into Dunhill 965. I'm into anyway, those kind of tobaccos. But this is nice. This is good for a transition period or spring coming out of winter and kind of the period that we're in right now. Maybe for the next week or so, at least where I live, this is going to be enjoyable. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that tonight. I hope you all are well. It's been a long time since I posted anything. I don't really have any excuses. Life is busy. But I look forward to, trying a couple of new things with you. I love watching everyone else's videos. If you've ever tried Ennerdale before, comment down below. I'd love to know what your impressions were. I'd love to know what your taste buds tell you, and it's maybe different than what I'm tasting. And also, I'd love to know if you have any other Lakeland blends that you think I ought to try, but also tell me when you think I should try them. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe you like to smoke them in the wintertime and as it gets cold. Maybe that's something you enjoy. Would love to know when you like to smoke these Lakeland blends as well. So until next time, Ordinary Piper signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll look forward to coming to you again soon in the next video.